of you. Welcome to Intelligible Tutorials. Already we have discussed the introduction of the Linux operating system, the features of the Linux operating system, and what is a shell, what is a kernel, all these things we have discussed. Once again, we discuss all these things in a short form. See, first of all, we see what are the various important concepts of the operating system. An operating system can be termed as a resource manager, where it can manage all the set of resources, and it can also act as a platform to run all our programs, and it can also act as an interface between the user and the system. So all these three things we can say the main things of the operating system. Next, we are going to start the Linux operating system. Already we have seen the introduction in our previous videos. What is the Linux operating system and what are the various activities it is. Linux operating system is actually an open source operating system and it belongs to Unix family. What are the various features of the Linux operating system? Now we are going to see. The main features of the Linux operating system here are given as: number one, it is multiprocessing. Features of Linux OS. Number one, it is multiprocessing. Number two, it is multitasking, security, portable, and finally it can have hierarchical file system. All these are the various features of the operating system. These features already we have discussed in our previous videos. Next, we need to start what is a file system actually. The collection of the files and the collection of the directories, all these things, how they can be mounted on the file system. We can say a file system is nothing but simply a drive in the Windows operating system. The file system is in a tree-like structure or a hierarchical structure. It starts with slash and it can have the other directories like slash etc, slash bin, slash tmp, slash usr, so and so, and again these subdirectory files will reside here. Hence we can say it's a hierarchical structure. The topmost level is always root directory and remaining all are the directories and subdirectories. This entire structure is called as Linux file system. This thing already we have discussed in our previous videos. One more thing here we need to see is what is a file. See, normally a file is a collection of text. We can say a text file is also a file, an executable file is also a file, and directory is also a file. It can be called as directory file, and a device is also called as device file. Hence, each and everything in the Linux operating system can be regarded as a file. Next, what kind of operating system it is? Normally we have according to user interface, we can have two different kinds of the operating systems according to user interface. The first one is graphical user interface and the second one is command line interface. It stands for graphical user interface and next one stands for command line interface. What are various examples of this graphical user interface? Here we have Windows, here we have Linux, DOS, Unix, etc. So our Linux comes under this command line interface category. We need to interact with the operating system always at the command prompt. The default command prompt of the Linux operating system is either $ or hash. In some of the systems, it can be looked as hash. In default Linux operating systems, it can be looked at $symbol. So whatever you want to interact with the operating system, that means you want to give any kind of the commands, you want to create a file, you want to create a directory, whatever it is, you have to do here only. That means at the command prompt only.